Hi, and welcome to Real Life with Jenny. My name's Jenny Senaparatna. Grab your favorite drink and a snack, and we will get started. Today, I am drinking vanilla bean macaroon black tea. It is such a dessert tea. It's almost better than having a snack with it. It is just delightful. And I had a banana and I gave it to my daughter for breakfast. So no snack this morning. Oh, well, that's okay. So let's get real. You know, these last few weeks have been mundane and crazy at the same time. You know, those moments that you have that you're waiting for your Amazon order. Maybe I'm the only person in the world that waits for their Amazon order, but this specific day, we had run out of Kleenexes, and I knew that the Kleenexes were going to be at our house sometime this day, and like it's gonna show up. It keeps telling me it's gonna show up, and I'm super excited because we need Kleenexes. We both are dealing with colds, and I was dealing with pneumonia, so like Kleenexes were a big deal. Puppy food, different things. There were 5 things in the order, and so it said it was delivered, and of course I'm like right there, like it's delivered, we're right here, I'm standing by the door. It was kind of a crazy moment because I was like, we desperately need some of these items because the dog had no more puppy food, and it was kind of a mess. Anyway, and it was actually not delivered. They said they delivered it. I was actually in my kitchen right next to the door with the dog. They never delivered it. It actually never showed up. And so I was like, what is happening? And so then I ended up having to go and pick up Kleenexes because we needed them. And then the next day we had to go get puppy food. We said, hey, you never delivered it. They're like, oh, we did. No, you didn't. Anyway, it was this whole crazy thing. But the craziest part about it for me is one of the items in this list of things was a box of chili cheese Fritos. Now, yes, they are not healthy. They are not good for you. And do I need a box of them? No, I do not. But I love little mini bags of chips. Like, I'm the weirdest person on the planet. A big bag of chips is super overwhelming to me because I never finish those. I always crave salty. That's what I crave. And so I was like, I love little bags of chips because I open up a full bag, I eat a couple chips, and then I forget that I had the bag. Like, I just never finish off a bag. My daughter's not a chip person. She doesn't enjoy chips, so she doesn't eat them. My husband doesn't really remember that they're there either, although I think he's a bigger chip person than I am. And so we end up really being wasteful with a bag of chips. And I know that that's maybe not the biggest deal. So I wanted for our trips and for our ministry trips around the country this year, I've been buying little mini bags of chips. And when you get those bags of chips, you only get 2 of the chili cheese Fritos. And I know that that's not a big deal, but when you're on a long trip and there's only 2 of your favorite kind of chips, I was really super sad. So I decided I'm going to order a box of mini chips. I can't even believe I'm sharing this. Anyway, and so I'm supposed to get 40 bags of mini chili cheese Fritos. And I will be completely honest with you. We needed the Kleenexes and we desperately needed the puppy food. And I had also ordered some like shower bombs that are supposed to be good to help you. They're like menthol and, you know, they kind of help you breathe a little bit better in the shower. So I was looking forward to those, but I was really looking forward to the chili cheese Fritos. And when we finally got through to someone on Amazon, they're like, oh, you can get those in like 2 weeks. And so now I'm still patiently waiting for my chili cheese Fritos. Not that that's important in life. I just thought I had to share because the simple things, sometimes you are desperately waiting for something and you're waiting for God to do something and everybody around you is going, hey, it's happening. And you're looking going, no, it's not. What did I miss it? Did I miss this? That's kind of what I felt like. As I'm preparing this for this summer, and I know we're in summer because it's like 100 degrees outside in Minnesota, but It's really not. It's probably like 85 degrees, which for me is super hot. Anyway, I'm praying for the summer of miracles, and we've got some really big miracles we need God to step in on. And it's really a Jenny can't do it, Kevin can't do it. God needs to come in and do it for us because we cannot. It's just too big for us. And so this whole chip situation and Kleenex situation was really a reminder to me. It was a, Lord, someone said it's, because it was really frustrating because they said it's been delivered and it's here and it's, it's sitting at your doorstep, and that's what it said. It's on the porch right there waiting for you. And I'm like, I don't see it. Where is it? It's gone. And so often in life, people around us can say, but it's working, it's moving, it's great, things are working. And you're looking around going, yeah, I don't see it. What are you talking about? I'm in the depths of despair and I don't see what you're talking about. Many times I've heard people say they keep talking about hope, and I don't know what that means because there is no hope here. Quit telling me there's hope. Quit telling me that there's chili cheese burritos sitting outside my door because it's not there. I don't see it. And the real miracles in our lives are the moments that things become real to us. And now granted, they've never arrived. The Kleenexes did arrive, I believe last night they arrived, and I was pretty pumped. I was like, look at us. We have 7 boxes of Kleenexes now. We are living high. Now, that's more because my mother is a Kleenex. Like, you don't take more than 1 Kleenex at my mom's house. Like, it is gold. There's 1 Kleenex box that will last you for 6 months. And if it doesn't, figure something else out. Like my mom, I love her, and we make fun of her a little bit with this because she really does not. Kleenexes are gold. Like, they are treasures, and they are, to be seen and not touched. I don't know. But for me, because of that, like, I want a Kleenex box in every room. Like, I will just pick up a Kleenex to just kind of wave it around and feel like I'm living high on the hog. It's my like, woo, look at me. I've got money to burn. I can use Kleenexes. How did I get down this road? I'm not real sure. But so often we can just look at the outside of life and not look at the inside with the miracles that God's doing. And as I'm praying through the summer of miracles, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little concerned. Okay, I'm really concerned. I'm like, Lord, like, this is big. This is bigger than we've ever done before. We've never asked God for this much money before. We've never really needed this much money before. Like, Lord, I don't know how you're going to pull this off. Like, this doesn't make any sense on paper. This does not make any sense in the world that I live in. Financially, like, Lord, I'm not real sure how you're going to do this. And I was in church on Sunday, and they were singing a song that I asked a question on Facebook. So if you're on the Facebook group, go back and answer this question. And it was talking about the freedom, that God brought us freedom. And I was like, what does that mean to me? What does this freedom mean to me? And I was like, wow, I really do have freedom now, because I was under such bondage in the job I was in and working for people that really it was extremely stressful. And now I'm living in a world that I'm in freedom. And then I started thinking about this miracles and the financial miracle that we need this summer. And I'm like, Lord, I don't want that to become something that I'm not free in. And so my husband has decided to do a fast for this. And I'm not really going to talk about that. But I was like, I should do a fast. Like, I should definitely do a fast for this. Like, because then maybe God will do it. And I was sitting there and I was praying about, like, Lord, what should I do? And I really felt like God said, Jenny, have I not told you this is not something you can have control over? And I was like, whoa, stop the train. No, God, don't tell me I can't have control. Like that, I will do a lot of things, but I don't like to give up control. And I really felt like God said, I don't want you to fast. I want you to pray, and I want you to seek after me and be obedient, but you can't do anything for this. This is not something that you can do. I have to do it, and you have to trust that I will do that. And when he said that, I felt like, oh no. Because we as people want to have tangible things we can do. We want to be able to call Amazon and say, hey, this isn't right, fix this. It's not here. Make some demands, and we want to have avenues, to fix the problem. And when God says, no, lean on me and wait, that's not what we want to hear, right? That's just not what we want to hear. Okay, maybe you're more spiritual than I am, and this is like, oh, I do this all the time. Not for me. This is hard. I want to physically even fast something so I'm having some participation in this. And God's like, no, lean on me and wait. So what in your life is not fixable? Right? What is not fixable when you look around and you're like, I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to make it better. And everything you do is making it worse, right? Everything you do is making it worse. When I was trying to fix the delivery issue, I was like, I'm just getting aggravated. I'm getting frustrated. And I'm, it's a bag of chips, Jenny. Let it go. I mean, the Kleenexes were kind of important, but they were fillable. I could find them somewhere else, and I could find the puppy food somewhere else, and we did. And I was like, I'm fixing all these things instead of, what God is telling me to do with the Summer of Miracles is waiting on him, seeking him, and waiting for him to move. And that's a hard thing to do. So right now, I see you. I see that you're in a circumstance and you're in a situation that you can't fix it. And you've tried. You've tried everything you know how to do to fix the situation you're in, whether it's financial, whether it's your weight, because that's one of my big things, like, Lord, help me lose weight, and it just doesn't happen. I have tried everything on the planet. Please don't send me things to do. Because anytime I do this, people are like, oh, but maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. No, I've been heavy since I was 14. We're not going to, if I haven't done it now, trust me, it's not going to work. I have tried everything, and it's really waiting on God. And so what in your life is not fixable? What is happening that is not fixable? Is there a marriage? Is there a relationship in your life? Is there a job that you just do not see any way to get in or out of? Are your children going down a path you don't understand? What is going on in your life that's not fixable? I want you to know today that I believe that God has it. God can do it. He is bigger than whatever you are dealing with. And sometimes it's not fixable because the only one that can fix it is God, and that is a miracle. And God can do miracles and still does miracles to this day. Last summer for us, when I lost my job, we would get random checks in the mail that I was like, what is happening? This is crazy. And it was such a God thing because we didn't ask. And for me, it's kind of hard this year that we're going to have to say, hey, this is what we need. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I really do know that God can fix anything. He can bring you to a new place. He can give you a new dream. He can give you purpose. He can fix relationships. He can fix things that we can't. And stop struggling. Stop going down the path of, I need to fix this and what should I do? I beating yourself up and going in a cycle of self-reliance, and start relying on that God's got this and he can take care of you even in the midst of all of the things that you do not see that will ever be fixable. Let God bring you hope again. Let him bring you some hope again. Well, that is all I have for today. You can find us at christconnection.cc/Jen All of my information is there. If you are looking to set up a service or have me come in and chat with the ladies in your church, I would love to do that for fall. Christmas and spring is normally when I come out. You can also find us at Real Life with Jenny on Instagram and on Facebook. We would love to have you join us there. And on Facebook, on our Instagram, let me know what freedom means to you. I want to know what real freedom is. So just go ahead and answer that quick question for me. I hope you all have a great day and realize that when you can no longer do anything, when you can no longer figure out life, God can, and He will, and He can step in and let Him do a miracle in your life today, tomorrow, and next week.